This video is dedicated to a friend I met along the way. His work inspired me to make the video Exposure and Genesis Point. If you haven't seen that already, essentially exposure, you have different meanings, but exposure is that once you enter the arena of life, people are going to expose you, right? Are you real or are you not real? And to the extent that you are rooted in a Genesis point, why do you live? Essentially, what he who has a why can bear any how. So the only thing that'll get you through life is to have a deep conviction in why you're living. And if you look around today, the whys of why people are living is weak. I noticed this within myself. And in part, that's why I made this channel. At the time I put that video up, but it was really his idea. I had to receive it within myself like he did. And if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. Because the truth is, when I was first making this channel, it was kind of just taking other people's ideas and making videos about it. And to this day, I'll still do that because I think that there's so many great people throughout life that their work should be remembered today. And from time to time, I will make videos like that. But ultimately, each of our lives it should come from our own convictions within. I also recently made a video called The Letter of the Law versus the Spirit of the Law. It's easy for me to just say things, right? It's easy for us to repeat what other people say. But I think the best thing that we can do is that we are authentic. Our answers come from understanding within our own hearts, right? Because otherwise you're just a mockingbird. You're just repeating, again, what other people are saying. But anyway, a couple years ago, I had deep conversations with this person that were always focused on truth. These conversations I find rare because most disagreements seem to be more focused on being right instead of what is true. Many times in our conversation did we come to the intersectional point of reality versus unconditional love. It is one of the things to this day I truly enjoy engaging in because I believe true love is possible. Not the emotionalism idea of love we see so commonly in the world today. In one of our conversations, he said to me, "Don't lose that." I won't forget these words. Here's why. Within every man is a battle, as I've referred to, between the red pill and the white pill. No man comes to the white pill except through the red pill. White pill essentially is what I think is true love. And the red pill is the reality of the world. You have to see how ugly the world is to really appreciate the beauty. And it's a painful pill to swallow. Gandhi said this beautifully. No cover for cowardice. My nonviolence does not admit of running away from danger and leaving dear ones unprotected. Between violence and cowardly flight, I can only prefer violence to cowardice. I can no more preach nonviolence to a coward than I can tempt a blind man to enjoy healthy scenes. Nonviolence is the summit of bravery. And in my own experience, I've had no difficulty in demonstrating to men trained in the school of violence the superiority of nonviolence. As a coward, which I was for years, I harbored violence. I began to prize nonviolence only when I began to shed cowardice. Men who run away from their post of duty when it is attended with danger do so not because they were nonviolent or because they were afraid to strike, but because they were unwilling to die or even suffer an injury. A rabbit that runs away from the bull terrier is not particularly nonviolent. The poor thing trembles at the sight of the terrier and runs for very life. Nonviolence is not a cover for cowardice, but it is the supreme virtue of the brave. Exercise of nonviolence requires far greater bravery than that of swordsmanship. Cowardice is wholly inconsistent with nonviolence. Translation from swordsmanship to nonviolence is possible, and at times, even an easy stage. Nonviolence, therefore, presupposes the ability to strike. It is a conscious, deliberate restraint put upon one's desire for vengeance. But vengeance is any day superior to passive, effeminate, and helpless submission. Forgiveness is higher still. Vengeance, too, is weakness. The desire for vengeance comes out of fear of harm, imaginary or real. A dog barks and bites when he fears. A man who fears no one on earth would consider it too troublesome even to summon up anger against one who is vainly trying to injure him. The sun does not wreak vengeance upon little children who throw dust at him. They only harm themselves in the act. This idea is found deeply in Christian roots. Who is willing to suffer for the truth? Only those who have faith, and our faith grows in love. When we experience those moments in our life that make life worth living, for example, holding a baby, enjoying the scenes of nature, making love, having a deep belly laugh, creating something that inspires others to take action. Simply put, the moments in our life that we are fully present to live there should be the goal. However, in a world of those who are slaves living in their own minds and their projections, much like I was for a long time, by their very nature attempt to drag us down. And we drag others down when we live there. The only way we can fight this is, to the best of our ability, create presence as much as possible, to create those moments that are worth experiencing pain for. And the ultimate pain that the world is suffering from today is the same it was suffering from 2,000 years ago on a cross: ignorance of our true self, love. So to my friend I have crossed paths with years ago, I appreciate you for showing me that what the world calls love is not love, but emotionalism and sentimentality. For love is a way of being, a code of being. Action is the pathway to true love. Action begets right action. And the action that I choose with Life Talks and my new channel, Born Again Men, is to strengthen this resolve to the best of my ability, that when it is finished, I may have the conviction and integrity to say that I serve love, which is only possible for those who go through pain of dying to fear from the hypocrite within. Today, you choose to create presence in your life wherever possible. Make someone's day a little brighter and do it for nothing in return.